gentlemen, there you have them. The one and only, all sports sponsored, Manchester Storm!
Well, I think it's going to be a real new good challenge here. I think it's a new start for me, and I'm looking forward to it.
The ice is bigger, it's a great facility, and the fans are super. I can see that already, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Right, Mikhail, welcome. Where were you last season?
We played in Germany last season, me and Stefan, in Timmendorf.
So you were together last season, right? In that case, tell me what he's like.
Like a wild child.
Wild Child, which is the nickname, isn't it? Where did you get the Wild Child nickname?
Wow!
Fine, okay.
Is that answer enough?
I think it's answer enough. Tell us what he's like.
He's a big, mean Swede, very good hockey player.
A big, mean Swede and a wild child. Give him a round of applause. It's good to have you with us, guys. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Mikael Wiklander, Stefan Ketola.
1997 saw a new beginning for Manchester Storm, both on and off the ice. The Manchester Storm intro sequence was filmed over 2 days and nights with an experienced film and TV crew at a nature reserve and disused monastery on the outskirts of Manchester. Although filming was done in a short space of time, the preparation took many weeks. This was especially true for turning the lovable mascot Lightning Jack into the demon that he really is. Brian Sterling, a highly experienced stuntman with 2 world records to his name, was chosen to play the demonic Lightning Jack. And in order to apply convincing makeup and effects to Brian, a precise cast of his head and hands had to be made. From the casts, latex hands and a mask was made. Piece by piece, the latex mask was fitted with great care, and then the scary makeup was sprayed onto the mask until Lightning Jack was ready to rumble. Lightning Jack is joined in his underworld palace by his minions, the superhuman man-things, the very incarnations of the Storm players whom he trains. Some of Manchester's finest bodybuilders were cast to play the Hulk-like hockey players, and again they had to endure many hours of body makeup and costume. These stunning makeup effects were the result of many weeks' hard work by Timeslip, a model and prosthetic design company also responsible for promos and commercials. There are many spectacular and breathtaking moments in the Storm film, which were produced without the aid of computer graphics. Many of these effects were highly dangerous and involved fire and explosives. However, at all times the safety of the crew and actors was overseen by stunt coordinator Paul Flanagan, a stunt coordinator with a wealth of talents ranging from parachuting to rally driving.
That's right, and this is my good friend Miss Moneypenny. She's been on hormones, you can understand.
Cast and crew worked tirelessly throughout the night to bring a little piece of Hollywood to the Storm shelter.
When you see that opening sequence, it'll blow your mind. It's like something you've never, ever seen before in your lives.
and so to Europe, and the Storm had begun their second campaign in the European Hockey League, gaining their first ever point from an overtime loss in Bolzano before welcoming one of the most famous names in ice hockey to the 9X Arena, the famous Blue and Whites of Dynamo Moscow. Chris Miller, forward for Tomlinson, dumped forward by the Storm, into the corner. Katola round behind the goal, looks back for Wiklander on the point. Wiklander back to the wing, Katola just loses possession momentarily, no problem though. Back with Wiklander, takes the shot, wide, collected by Tomlinson, off the glove of the netminder and batted in by Rubichuk, but that appeared to go in off the glove. The Storm players are appealing for a goal, but the referee has washed it out. Referee Helvig from Germany was perfectly positioned in the corner to spot that Brad Rubichuk pushed the puck into the goal with his hand. The crowd don't like it, but the decision, sadly, is perfectly correct. No goal. Morrison into the corner, chased by Jeff Jablonski. Back to Brad Turner. Lovely pass to Jago. Jago winds up off the post. Storm very unlucky. It's cleared by Horosky. And at the end of the first period, it's going to be Manchester Storm 0, Dynamo Moscow 0. Now Kaluzny prepares for this face-off. In comes Craig Woodcroft. Referee Helvig will drop the puck. We're underway in the second period. Turner. Cross to the left side for Stephen Cooper. Fires it long into the opposite corner for Dominic Maltais to chase. Kaluzny though gets back. It's held in. Big check by Craig Woodcroft. Held in by Judson. Looks for Woodcroft. Judson again. Just doubles back. Tries the centering pass for Maltais, but it's cleared, picked up. Maltais with the shot and a good save by Makumatov. Just steers it to the corner. Dynamo look to break out. Neutral ice. It's picked up by Jeff Jablonski. Forward towards Dave Morrison. Left side. Takes the shot. Glove save by Makumatov. That was a smart save. Dynamo now on the power play. It's Gribko from the top of the slot. Takes the shot. Saved by Gervin, but he loses it and has to fall back to cover the puck. Scary moment for the Storm as Petrenko was close, looking for the rebound, but Hoffman was there to make sure that the Moscow forward didn't get in on Grant Gervin. Still on the power play, Ivanov behind the goal to the left-hand side, back to Gribko. Trashinsky with the shot, saved by Gervin, and Cherney takes a tumble as Hoffman clears him away from the crease. Moscow now back to 5 skaters as Brad Turner plays it forward for Jablonski to chase. Turner follows up, takes the shot, that's off the side of the goal frame. Jablonski behind, looks to the left side. Back with Brad Turner. Shot comes in off Turner, good save by Makumatov. And players pile into the crease and 1 or 2 punches are thrown as the Dynamo defensemen get in to protect the netminder, Alexander Makumatov. Tomlinson now. Left side forward towards Brad Rubichuk. Checks back, takes the quick shot. Again, it's a good save by Makumatov into the corner for Tomlinson. Storm trying to work it back towards the crease. Tomlinson again on the left wing. Brad Rubichuk's there. Tomlinson tries to get it to the corner. Rubichuk's held up. Katola's there. Checked off the puck. Tomlinson again into the corner. Trying to work his way into the crease. Good poke check away by Makumatov. Frolov forward for Ivanov. Cooper's clearance around the boards only finds Petrenko. Centering pass for Cherney. Can't get the shot away. Held in by Ivanov. Back to Cherney. He finds Petrenko. He mishits the shot, but it gets through Grant Gervin and just crosses the line to put Dynamo 1 up at 46-15. A lucky break for the Russians. Petrenko didn't get full wood on it, but it somehow managed to get through Grant Gervin and just crept across the line. Dynamo Moscow 1 goal to the good, and the Storm will be bitterly disappointed at having conceded such a weak shot. Stefan Katola from the blue line gets around Gribko, stick handles past him, but Gribko trips him, and that will give the Storm another power play opportunity. Storm on the power play, but it's cleared all the way back down to Grant Gervin by Voronov. Leaves it for Michael Wiklander. The big Swedish defenseman sets off on the left. crosses the red line, cuts to the inside across the blue, winds up the shot. Great goal for the Storm. Makumatov, no chance. And the crowd erupt as Wiklander unleashes a bullet. And look at the crowd, enjoy this goal. A memorable moment, the Storm are back in it. It's 1-1, a great finish from Michael Wiklander. Let's check it out again. Wiklander winds up the shot and it's past Makumatov in a flash. He had no chance with that. A tremendous finish by the big Swede. And look at Makumatov, where was my defence? I need someone blocking those shots. Tremendous finish by Michael Wiklander. Gribko throws the puck long into the Storm zone. Kevin Hoffman goes back, just corrals the puck behind Grant Jervin's goal. Looks for Dave Morrison on the right side. Dave Morrison crosses the blue line forward to Jeff Jablonski, crosses the blue, takes the shot off the pads of Makumatov into the corner. Mike Morin's there, battling away for the puck. In goes Jablonski again. Jablonski tries to come back in front, can't quite get a stick to it. And the Russians, some desperate defence by Dynamo Moscow. Trushinsky's there, looks around the board for Petrenko. Petrenko eventually dumps it right around the board. Petrenko with the puck breaks forward, looks for Leonev, has to circle back, it's broken up and dumped long by Jeff Jablonski. Gribko has to go back, collects the puck, looks to come forward. His pass is too strong and it goes all the way through to Grant Jervin again. Turner around the boards to Judson. Judson finds Woodcroft, but he's ridden off the puck by Frolov. And Frolov tidies up, gets it around, and Dynamo look to come forward. The face-off will be in the Storm defensive zone. Dave Morrison just checks with the defenseman behind him as he lines up against Kuvaldin. Big shot, it's off the glove of Grant Jervin. 8.5 minutes left on the final period and Dynamo have regained the lead. It was a quick release by Kuvaldin. Grant Jervin got his glove to it, but he couldn't hold it. And that gives Dynamo Moscow a 2-1 lead. Tomlinson finds Brad Turner. Brad Turner shoots, great save. Turner's there with the backhand, it's 2-2. Quick reaction by Brad Turner after Makumatov had spilled the puck. He got his backhand to it and managed to sweep it in. And that's tied this game. Manchester Storm 2, Dynamo Moscow 2. And who would have believed it? So 2-2 after regulation time. Dynamo Moscow went on to win the game in overtime with a twice deflected shot from Alexander Kharitonov. But the Manchester Storm have proved here tonight with a 2-2 tie over Dynamo Moscow that they are not just in this European Hockey League to make up the numbers. A tremendous performance and one that will go down in the history books of the Manchester Storm Ice Hockey Club. late October, and the Manchester Storm welcomed Sparta Prague to the 9X Arena. 2 weeks earlier, the Storm had had a stunning victory in the Czech capital thanks to Jeff Jablonski's winner in a 4-3 victory. Storm were without Dale Jago injured and Dominic Maltais suspended, while the Czech visitors had strengthened with 2 youngsters, Martin Holu and Milan Toman, and also the experience of former NHLer Thomas Jelinek. The Storm were confident, but surely even they couldn't have foreseen the landslide victory that was about to unfold. Troy Neumeyer from the Storm defensive zone looks to start a Storm attack with Dave Morrison on the red line, crosses the blue, inside for Mike Morin. Mike Morin just run off the puck, goes in, big check, Morin goes down, Jeff Jablonski's there to help him out, battling away for the puck along the backboards as Mike Morin looks across for Jablonski, clearance held in at the blue line by Wiklander, gets round 2 defensemen, looks for Morin, Mike Morin can't get his stick to it, puck goes to the corner, Jeff Jablonski's there again, and Prague will look to clear, Jablonski in again, held in at the blue line, and now it comes into the neutral ice zone. Morin and Jelinek clash in front of the Storm bench, couple of punches thrown as both teams go for a change on the fly, but the linesman steps in and breaks it up. Dumped into the corner by Sparta Prague. Jervin collects it. Chris Miller from behind the goal line comes forward right side. Feeds Stefan Katola. Katola's off down the right wing. Drops it for Jeff Tomlinson to Miller. Mishits the shot. Jeff Tomlinson collects. It's out in front for Craig Woodcroft. He stabs it in. Just the start the Storm wanted. An opening goal inside 3 minutes. And Craig Woodcroft, with the early marker for the Manchester Storm, collects the quick pass from Jeff Tomlinson and stabs it past Hinilika for 1-0. Drops it for Stefan. The shot's blocked by Ruggles. Hlavac collects back to the top of the circle, winds up the slap shot off the pads of Grant Jervin. Rick Judson collects the puck, circles back, calms things down and clears to the neutral ice zone. Zelenka finds Seaver. Brad Turner goes back into the corner. Neumeyer finds Katola. Katola crosses the blue line, crosses the red line, dinks his way past the defenseman, takes the shot, but it's saved by Hlinicka. Chris Miller into neutral ice. Tolman gains the puck to Hlinka. Hlinka and Kaverka. The shot well gloved by Grant Jervin. Terrific save as Kaverka got the shot away quickly. Miller starts it up from behind his own goal. Looks to go cross-ice pass to Jeff Tomlinson. Jeff Tomlinson leaves it for Craig Woodcroft. Woodcroft to the left wing. Finds Stefan Katola. It's back with Michael Wiklander. Good stick handling by Wiklander. Finds Katola again. Centering past it goes behind Jeff Tomlinson. And Prague are able to clear all the way down the ice. Dave Morrison leaves it for Kevin Hoffman. Pass to the left side again for Dave Morrison on the left wing. Can't control it. Hlinicka tries to clear, but it's held in by Mike Morin. Jablonski's there. Dave Morrison battled away. And Jablonski again helps out. Dave Morrison behind the goal. Into the corner. To Mike Morin again. Jablonski back to the point for Kevin Hoffman. Holds it in at the blue line. Steps inside the defenseman. Cross to Brad Turner. Quick pass to Mike Morin in the slot. Great finish by Mike Morin. That's 2-0. Morin with the quick shot. And the Storm ahead by 2-0. Tolman from behind his own goal, dispossessed by Stefan Katola, finds Jeff Tomlinson. Quick centering pass, terrific finish by Craig Woodcroft, and the Storm have scored twice in 27 seconds. It's 3-0. Great vision by Jeff Tomlinson and a perfect finish by Craig Woodcroft. And boy, did the crowd in the 9X like to party when the Storm score. Holm for Sparta Prague. Little pass forward to Seaver. Crosses the blue line, finds Kuzminski. He's cross-checked off the puck by Brad Turner. And Sparta Prague will get the power play for the infringement by Brad Turner. Kuzminski doesn't like the decision. He felt the play could have carried on. Long pass to the right, finds Brad Turner, gains the blue line, winds up, takes the shot off the pads of Hlinicka. He knew little about that. Into the corner goes Jeff Tomlinson, but Sparta Prague clear. Kuzminski forward for Martinec. Martinec gains the blue line, drops it for Krosac. Krosac just doubles back. Katola's there with the challenge, and Katola clears to neutral ice. That will go all the way through to Hlinicka, and Sparta Prague will have to start again. Sparta Prague on an early attack. Petacek with a big check on Grant Jervin behind the goal, and Chris Miller took exception to that. Grant Jervin's down. He's obviously winded by the check by Petacek. He wasn't expecting it. And Chris Miller and Michael Wiklander have serious words with Petacek, probably warning him to keep his head up and keep his eyes open throughout the rest of this game. Petacek goes to the penalty box for charging. He quite rightly drew the penalty there. The crowd behind the penalty box react to the check. Grant Jervin appears to be okay. Just checks his pads. Shakes his head. He's okay, he's over that one. Face off in the neutral ice zone. Craig Woodcroft checks the clock to see how much time is left on the power play with Petacek in the penalty box. Sparta Prague get it back, all the way back with Kroshak. He clears the full length of the rink. Grant Jervin just corrals the puck, and Chris Miller goes back. Starts the attack from the defensive zone, leaves it for Dave Morrison. Morrison to the right wing, gains the blue line, drops it for Chris Miller. Chris Miller takes the shot, save, stabbed in by Woodcroft. That's 4-0, the power play goal from Craig Woodcroft with Jeff Jablonski closing in. Lineker with a sprawling save from Jeff Tomlinson. Craig Woodcroft looks to come back around the goal, backhand wraparound attempt, and that's pushed away by the Prague defenseman. Shot comes in, that's took a deflection. Jeff Jablonski loses possession, some confusion in the Storm defensive zone. Dave Morrison takes a tumble, the puck goes to the corner. Back goes Troy Neumeyer, again another big hit. Storm struggling to clear their zone. Shot comes in, that was wide. Troy Neumeyer again pins Petacek to the backboards, and Troy Neumeyer covers the puck, and Dave Morrison reacts to a little cross check and throws a quick punch at Yaroslav Linka. Kroshak now looks for Dudar. Shot goes wide, held in at the point by Tuzimski. To the corner. It comes back out towards Tuzimski. Tuzimski with the big shot. That's deflected. Dudar on the right wing takes a shot. Excellent glove save by Grant Jervin. Michael Wiklander steps in as Zelenka comes in case of a rebound. Tuzimski takes the shot across the face of the goal. Craig Woodcroft. Jeff Tomlinson gains it. Looks to release Craig Woodcroft away down the right. Woodcroft going in on the backhand. Tries to get it past Hanilika. The puck goes into the backboards. Chased by Jeff Tomlinson. Checked by Stefan Katola, held in by Chris Miller around the boards. Looking for Jeff Tomlinson behind the goal. Tomlinson to the corner, back to the blue line for Brad Turner. Back in around the boards. Looking again for Katola. Katola checked into the backboards. It's now with Woodcroft and Katola. Katola takes a tumble. Storm trying to work an opening. Jeff Tomlinson looking for the pass. Checks back. Back towards the blue line with Brad Turner. Brad Turner can't get past the defenseman and just dumps it around the boards. Big check on the backboards on Craig Woodcroft. Tomlinson centering pass for Brad Turner, but the referee's seen an infringement and he calls a slashing penalty. So Storm on a power play. Chris Miller into the corner for Jeff Jablonski. Intercepted though by Zelenka, and he tries to clear down the right side. Held in at the point by Jeff Tomlinson. Finds Turner. Turner with the shot. Mike Morin's there. He nets the rebound. It's a power play goal, and that's the Storm's 5th of the night, and Mike Morin's 2nd. It's 5-0 Manchester Storm. Sparta Prague on an early power play. They look to set up the play. Fakes the shot. Finds Tuzimski on the left-hand side. Back across for Kroshak. Big shot. That's batted away by Troy Neumeyer into the neutral ice zone, and Kroshak will have to go back and start up again. Pass forward, intercepted by Kevin Hoffman. Hoffman crosses the red line, looks to the right side for Craig Woodcroft. Woodcroft's in, puts a nice move on Peter Pickrell and scores short-handed. That's 6-0 for the Manchester Storm, and Craig Woodcroft has got 4. Chabada breaking forward, crosses the red line, cuts to the outside. Hip check by Brad Turner, takes him into the boards. Hilton Ruggles is back with Brad Turner. Ruggles tries to clear, only comes back to Tolman. Big shot, great save by Grant Jervin. And Grant Jervin maintained the clean sheet, got the shutout. Storm went on to score a 7th goal on the power play from Jeff Tomlinson. Grant Jervin with the shutout, but Craig Woodcroft pipped him for the man of the match with his 4-goal haul. so to December and a visit to the 9X Arena of the Italian champions Hockey Club Force Bolzano. Storm wanted to get back on track after the disappointment of the 9-3 defeat in Moscow, and they went into this game missing Dominic Molte, suspended following his ejection from the game in Moscow for fighting with Dmitry Frolov. Hockey Club Bolzano came to the Storm with an absolutely explosive power play unit of the two Russians, Vostrikov and Maslenikov. DeCourcy tries to clear the zone. It's held in though by Brad Rubachuk. Good forechecking by Rubachuk. Played into the corner. Oberak collects it round the boards. Tries to clear the zone. It's held in again on the point. Brad Rubachuk to the corner. Look, Hilton Ruggles is there to help him. Ruggles out in front for Jeff Tomlinson. Back to Ruggles. Quick shot by Ruggles. Good save by Basilio. Ruggles gained it. Shot on the turn, and again Basilio turns the puck away. Puck held up on the backboards. Oberak is there trying to win it for the Italians. Eventually it's kicked around the boards, held in again. Kevin Hoffman tries to get it back to the corner, and now the Italians cleared. It goes all the way down to Grant Jervin. Quick pass finds Michael Wiklander coming out, crosses the red line, crosses the blue, goes to the right wing into the corner. Wiklander just run off the puck. The Italians clear through Maslenikov, the Russian forward. He'll look for his countryman, Vostrikov. There he is. Vostrikov takes the shot from the circle. That goes wide. Mike Morin comes to this right side, collects the puck on his own blue line, breaks into neutral ice, crosses to the left, cuts in from the circle. Mike Morin in on alone. Great finish by Mike Morin. Rips it past Basilio. Unassisted goal by Mike Morin. A terrific start from the Manchester Storm. A great solo effort. Bolzano cleared, a long clearance again, all the way down the ice, and another instant pass from Grant Jervin finds Dale Jago, doubles back, has to go back to the corner for Troy Newmeyer. Gets it forward into neutral ice now, it's Craig Woodcroft, gets to the blue line, winds up, takes the big shot, well saved by Basilio, as Brabant was there looking for the rebound. Now it's Vostrikov dancing through the Storm defence, retains possession, circles back, looking for the backhand, sets the shot up. That was deflected off Troy Newmeyer. A shot from DeCourcy hit the Storm defenceman. Again, Bolzano keep the pressure on. Maslenikov shoots wide, and the Storm clear around the boards. Jeff Tomlinson crosses the blue line, heads down the right wing into the offensive zone for the Storm, into the corner, trying to stick angle his way past the defenceman. Mike Morin's there to help him out. Tomlinson again in the corner, back behind the goal. Mike Morin, Jeff Jablonski's ready. If Mike Morin can win the puck. Bolzano tried to clear it. It's held in though by the Storm. Good pressure. And now the Italians break. Vostrikov to the right wing for Pavlu. The big Czech Italian. Pavlu gets past the defenceman but loses possession. And Vostrikov's shot is saved by Rivnak. The Italians started up again through Oberak to Nobili. Nobili down the left hand side. Jago goes back into the corner. Little pass finds Troy Newmeyer. Newmeyer to Katola. Rick Brabant sets off down the right wing. Rick Brabant over the blue line, surely ahead of the play, but Basilio manages to turn the puck wide. Brabant's there, Storm keeping the pressure on. Tidies up. Jeff Jablonski now inside for Dave Morrison, relays it onto Mike Morin on his right wing, drops it into the path of Chris Miller. Chris Miller's centering pass was nearly batted in by Jeff Jablonski, and it's held up in the corner. Dave Morrison and Jablonski battle away for the puck. Back with Mike Morin in for Jablonski. Nice move by Jablonski, and that's 2-0. Gave Basilio no chance with a quick backhand shot, just lifted it over the netminder's skate, and Jeff Jablonski delighted with that finish. Stefan Katola from his own defensive zone breaks forward again over the red line, gains the blue line, dishes it off for Craig Woodcroft. Quick pass back towards Katola, but he's unable to get his stick to it, and the Italians look to break out. Into the second period now, the score is Storm 2, Bolzano 1. Sergei Vostrikov had pulled the goal back on the power play after Hilton Ruggles had taken a 2-minute mine of a hooking. Brabant looks for Brad Rubachuk, but that's broken up by Luca Toppati, and the Italians started up again with Frank Nobili into the corner behind for Giacomin. Big check by Craig Woodcroft, wins the puck, and the Storm look to break out. Rick Brabant sets off down the right wing, drops it for Craig Woodcroft. Quick shot by Woodcroft, A good save by Basilio, clears it into the corner, and the Italians clear. Storm keep the pressure on. He finds Brad Rubachuk on the left-hand side. He looks for Hilton Ruggles. Hilton Ruggles tries to stick angle his way in, but the puck comes loose. Brad Rubachuk digs for it, and Oberak eventually falls on Brad Rubachuk, and the referee calls the play dead. Good defence by the Italian captain. Troy Newmeyer sets up Dale Jago. His shot was blocked, and it's cleared to the right side. Jago again collects into the corner for Craig Woodcroft. Woodcroft looks for Katola. Katola takes a tumble. Rick Brabant's there. Brabant back into the corner for Craig Woodcroft. Woodcroft instant pass finds Katola, and Katola finishes. That appeared to go through the legs of Basilio, but a smart finish by Stefan Katola, and that made it 3-1 to the Manchester Storm, and the Super Swede had done it again with a little help from his friend Craig Woodcroft. Bolzano dump it in, and Rivnak again just holds play up, while Newmeyer finds Craig Woodcroft. Woodcroft builds up head of steam, crosses the blue line, looks back inside for Rick Brabant. Brabant to the corner. He's held up by Frank Nobili, tough defenceman from the Italian champions. Nobili throws a bit of a cross-check on Rick Brabant. Rick Brabant reacts and punches a thrown. Brabant not afraid to get involved if necessary. Bolzano now look to build. Pavlu to the right side, just checks back, held up by Kevin Hoffman, looks inside for Maslenikov. Maslenikov to his countryman Vostrikov. This power play unit of the Italians is absolutely deadly. Big shot comes in from Pavlu, well handled by Rivnak and steered into the corner, and a long clearance out by Kevin Hoffman gets the puck all the way back to Basilio. Storm keep the pressure on. Ruggles behind the goal, just holds it up, tries to get it back in front. Good work by Hilton Ruggles, very strong. That shot went just wide. Stefan Katola into the corner, looks again for Hilton Ruggles. It's a long shift for Hilton Ruggles. Finds Katola, back to Troy Newmeyer, across to the point. Shot from Jago. Bit of a mix-up in the Bolzano defence. Jeff Tomlinson's there, held up by Luca Topati. But Katola intercepts the clearance. Back to Newmeyer, winds up for the shot. Terrific save by Basilio with Hilton Ruggles trying to form a screen in front of the netminder. Ruggles slowly picks himself up, while Basilio just takes a breather and eventually picks himself up, and Hilton will go for a well-deserved breather. The other players give him a pat on the backside. Bolzano again on the attack. Jim Rivnak again out of his goal, tries to clear around the boards, but it's held in at the blue line by Chelada. Finds Frank Nobili behind the goal, out in front. Big shot by Luca Topati. He rifles that from about 12 feet, gives Jim Rivnak no chance, and that made it 3-2 for the Manchester Storm. At the second break, the Italians struck back with that late goal from Luca Topati. Into the final period, Jeff Tomlinson back behind his own goal line, collects the puck and sets off towards the blue line, looks for Hilton Ruggles on the right side. Ruggles crosses the blue line again, aimed the pass across for Jeff Tomlinson. Tomlinson looks inside for Ruggles again. Ruggles to the right side. Vicklander with the shot come centering pass. Brad Rubachuk can't get to it, and the Italians are able to clear to neutralise, collected by Kevin Hoffman. He just lofts it back in. The referee will call that dead, offside against Jeff Tomlinson, and the play will go back. Shot comes in from Zancanella, that was wide. The Italians look to keep the pressure on. Sergei Vostrikov into the corner for Maslenikov. Back out for Vostrikov, but it's broken up by the Storm, and Mike Morin will break down the left-hand side. Chris Miller goes around the defenceman. Chris Miller in, tries a little backhand shot. Basilio was able to keep that out. A little streakily. DeCourty. Maslenikov dumps it to the corner, and the Italians will go for a change on the fly. Kevin Hoffman goes back. Jeff Tomlinson follows behind him. Hoffman finds Tomlinson crossing the red line. Tomlinson to the left, in behind the goal, finds Ruggles in the slot. Shot deflected to the right side. Tomlinson back to Vicklander. One-timer, top corner. Great goal. Terrific finish by Michael Vicklander. Took the immediate slap shot, and that makes it 4-2 to the Manchester Storm. The Italians back on the attack. Centering pass from Maslenikov goes all the way across. Dave Morrison, the Storm captain, will collect, come in to neutralise, throws it to the corner. Basilio looks to clear it around the boards, held in by Jeff Jablonski. Mike Morin with a challenge on DeCourty, finds Dave Morrison, shot, that caught DeCourty in the face and DeCourty goes down immediately, holding his face. The shot from Dave Morrison was going high and wide and it appeared to catch DeCourty full in the face, and Martin Pavlou immediately summons on the trainer. There appears to be blood on the ice, and certainly, oh yes, there certainly is. DeCourty took the puck full in the face, and that's very likely broken his nose. A great deal of blood on the ice, and quite rightly the trainer was called for. The crowd showing concern. Nobody likes to see a player take an injury like that, and certainly DeCourty took the full force of the puck full in the face, and he leaves the ice, and the crowd, friendly crowd in the 9X Arena, give him a warm round of applause as he leaves the ice clutching a towel to his injured face, and a gentle pat on the bottom from Frank Nobily as DeCourty goes to the locker room. He will take no further part in this game. And so, with under 5 minutes remaining, we come to the real talking point of this game against Bolzano. Jeff Jablonski intercepts the pass from Pavlou and he's in all alone. Did he score? Did that puck hit the back of the goal frame? Jeff Jablonski certainly thought it did. The referee thought otherwise, consulted with the net judge, and eventually the Finnish referee Pekka Harjinen decided that it was no goal, that it hit the crossbar and came out. The Storm protested, they felt it hit the back of the goal frame. Let's see it one more time. Jablonski roofs the puck. Does it hit the back of the goal frame or does it hit the crossbar? Well, you can watch that as many times as you want in the comfort of your living room, but the official decision on the night, and you can see Jeff Jablonski's reaction to it. He's telling the referee to look at the big screen. Final look at this. Jablonski roofs the puck. It's difficult to tell. Jeff Jablonski was absolutely certain it was a goal, but the Finnish referee said no. And so it finished. Manchester Storm 4, Hockey Club Bolzano 2.